The Aptos mainnet is live and token trading will begin tomorrow, but there's something fishy. And in this video, we are going to cover where the token will be trading and what you need to know before getting involved. And Aptos is the most hyped blockchain launch of 2022. ICO Drops gives it a hype rating of very high. And before we get into the tokenomics and token trading, it's very important to quickly give a summary of why this project is so hyped. So even before launching, Aptos raised $350 million from VC giants such as FTX, A16Z, Multicoin Capital, Coinbase Ventures, and Binance Labs. The thing didn't even launch yet it has such a high valuation, and because of who's backing it and how much money went into it, many people are calling it the next Solana or even a Solana killer. And people are also very hyped on the founders, Avery Ching and Mo Sheikh. These are two former employees from Meta. And while they were at Meta, they were working on the Libra project and they helped develop the Move programming language. This language is seen to be revolutionary for scalability and tech. And this is what they're using for Aptos. And they claim to be able to do 160,000 transactions per second. This is extremely fast. So you can see across the board, people are very excited about this project. And on October 17th, the mainnet went live. And token trading will begin on October 19th. Now here is where things start to get a bit suspicious. Token trading is starting tomorrow, October 19th, but on October 17th, there was zero information on the tokenomics for this project. This is not normal. Tokenomics and transparency should be given way before the token is even listed, especially for this project, which is 4 years in the making, and they wait until last minute to post the tokenomics. And Kobe, who is a very popular account on Twitter, called them out, stating surely it should be a prerequisite to listing something that users can have the basic information on what they're buying. Fast forward to today, last minute, Aptos released the tokenomics, and what was inside of the tokenomics report is surprising. I'm going to cover that. And in terms of the exchanges that will be listing and trading Aptos, it's getting A-list treatment. This is a VC-backed coin, and because of that, it's going to be listed on most of the top-tier exchanges. It's going to be traded on FTX, Binance, OKX, Huobi, and Coinbase. But before you jump in to trade, there are a few things you must know. In general, new token launches are very risky. They're recommended for pro traders. With these new drops, it is usually the early insiders that benefit. For anyone coming in after on the outside, they usually get wrecked unless they know what they're doing. Now, in the case of Aptos, you want to remain even more cautious because of what is inside the tokenomics report. Let's take a look. Here we have the Aptos tokenomics overview, and we can see that the initial total supply of Aptos will be 1 billion tokens. And here's a breakdown. Community, 51%, core contributors, 19%, foundation, 16%, investors, 13%. This at first looks great, right? Community, 51%. But if we go deeper, it's not that pretty. So a majority of these tokens for community, 410 million, are held by the Aptos Foundation, and a smaller portion, 100 million, by Aptos Labs. This is not community. When we look at these tokens, they're all being controlled by Aptos. They do a further breakdown. 125 million Aptos available initially to support ecosystem projects, grants, and other community growth initiatives now and in the future for the community category. 5 million Aptos available initially to support the Aptos Foundation initiatives for the foundation category. And 1/120th of the remaining tokens for the community and the foundation are anticipated to lock each month for the next 10 years. Or basically said in another way, these community tokens are pretty much being held by Aptos. This, to me, is not community at all. This is a VC coin. Now get this, the estimated token supply schedule. Today, more than 82% of the tokens on the network are staked across all categories. Looking at these tokenomics, I see no community. It's all Aptos and early insiders. But here's where things get laughable. At the bottom, there's a disclaimer, and it says this document contains hypothetical, forward-looking, and/or projected figures which are not guaranteed. Actual numbers may vary. They're basically saying everything we put in this document is not exact. It could actually change. I'm not making this up. It literally says it in the document that they publish. These tokenomics are a joke, especially releasing them just one day before trading. So if you plan on trading Aptos tomorrow, be very cautious. I myself will be buying Aptos, not right away, but maybe after things settle, but for a different reason. I'm not going to buy it so I can trade and make money. Instead, I'm going to buy tokens so that I could actually use them for Aptos DeFi with a goal of potentially getting airdrops in the future. When it comes to new blockchains, the best thing you could do, especially if it's affordable and cheap, is mess around with the ecosystem. You may be rewarded with airdrops, or maybe you end up with nothing, but there's only one way to find out. So I'm going to use the Martian wallet, and I'm going to buy Aptos, send it to my Martian wallet, and interact with Aptos DeFi. Projects such as Topaz NFT Market or Aptos Name Service. I'm also going to interact with DEXs. And I'm going to leave a link down below for this tweet that has a breakdown of many of these projects. But the one in particular I'm definitely going to use as soon as I can is the Aptos Name Service, because I'm pretty excited about NFT Web3 domain names. Now, if you still don't know about NFT domain names, but you want to learn about how big they can get, go ahead and watch this video right here.